You wake up one crisp morning in Quantico, Virginia, heart pounding as a wide-eyed new agent trainee. The academy air smells of gun oil and fresh sweat. Your days blur into a relentless grind. Defensive tactics that leave bruises blooming across your body. Hours on the firing range where every shot must find center mass. Classroom sessions dissecting case law until your eyes cross. And Hogan's Alley simulations, where cardboard bad guys test your split-second judgment. Doubt creeps in during the brutal fitness tests, but the badge on the horizon fuels you. Graduation hits like a rush. You're no longer a civilian. You're FBI. Now you're a freshly minted special agent, badge gleaming, service weapon holstered at your hip. Your first field office assignment drops you into a chaotic squad room, buzzing with ringing phones and half-empty coffee cups. Mornings start with surveillance vans in sketchy neighborhoods. Afternoons chasing leads on bank fraud or cyber intrusions. Nights spent writing 302 forms until your fingers ache. You knock on doors at 2 a.m., interview jittery witnesses who eye you with suspicion, and feel the weight of the Constitution every time you flash credentials. The adrenaline of a raid surges through you as tactical vests, tighten and breaching tools slam forward. But so does the quiet toll. Missed family dinners, the paranoia that follows you home, wondering if that tailing car was real or just exhaustion playing tricks. Years grind on, and you earn the stripes of a supervisory special agent. The desk in your small office feels heavier than any vest. You now manage a squad of eager agents, reviewing their reports with a critical eye, assigning cases that could make or break careers, and briefing higher-ups on unfolding threats. Budget battles consume your afternoons, while late nights involve mentoring rookies through their first gut-wrenching interviews or coordinating multi-agency takedowns. The thrill shifts from street chases to strategic chess, spotting patterns in intelligence reports, predicting the next move of a domestic terrorism cell. Pride swells when your team nails a major arrest, but the isolation of leadership creeps in. Friendships thin as you become the boss, who signs off on overtime and disciplinary actions. Promotion pulls you upward to Assistant Special Agent in Charge, ASAC, in a bustling field office. Your world expands to overseeing entire programs, counterintelligence operations, violent crime initiatives, or cyber task forces. Mornings involve high-level briefings with local police chiefs and U.S. attorneys. Afternoons dissecting threat assessments that could affect entire cities. You fly between offices, mediate inter-squad rivalries, and make the hard calls on resource allocation during crises like a bombing investigation or a major hacking spree. The pressure mounts as media scrutiny intensifies and congressional inquiries loom. But so does the satisfaction of shaping policy that ripples nationwide. Sleep becomes a luxury. The job is now a constant hum in your veins. As Special Agent in Charge, SAC, you command a full field office like a conductor leading a high-stakes orchestra. The corner office overlooks the city skyline, but your view is dominated by crisis maps and secure phone lines. You brief the director's office on major cases, forge alliances with international partners during cross-border probes, and stand tall at press conferences announcing takedowns of organized crime rings or espionage networks. Budget hearings in Washington test your resolve, while back home you inspire loyalty in hundreds of personnel. The weight of every agent's safety rests on your shoulders, approving dangerous undercover ops, consoling families after line-of-duty losses. Power feels intoxicating, yet loneliness sharpens. Few understand the view from this height. Climbing further, you step into headquarters as Deputy Assistant Director, buried in the labyrinth of the J. Edgar Hoover Building. Your days revolve around national policy, reviewing cutting-edge intelligence from fusion centers, and steering division-wide strategies against evolving threats like AI-driven crime or foreign influence campaigns. Late evenings mean poring over classified briefings for the Attorney General. While weekends vanish into wargaming scenarios that could prevent the next major attack. Influence grows. You shape training curricula and technology investments. But bureaucracy tests your patience with endless coordination meetings and red tape. As full assistant director, you helm an entire division, whether counterterrorism, cyber, or criminal investigative. Strategy sessions in secure conference rooms decide the Bureau's posture on emerging global risks. You testify before Senate committees, defend budgets in tense hearings, and orchestrate responses to nationwide emergencies. The role demands visionary thinking, integrating AI analytics into investigations, strengthening partnerships with tech giants, or reforming field protocols after hard lessons. Adrenaline still spikes during major operations you greenlight, but the job is now cerebral, balancing justice with national security in a world that never sleeps. At the pinnacle as Executive Assistant Director, you oversee vast branches of the FBI's operations. Your office pulses with real-time intelligence feeds, and your decisions echo from small-town squads to international liaison posts. You advise the Deputy Director on critical matters, navigate interagency rivalries with the CIA or NSA, and champion innovations that redefine law enforcement in the digital age. The isolation peaks here. Trust is a rare commodity, and every word is weighed for leaks or political fallout. Yet the impact is profound. Operations you champion disrupt terror networks, dismantle cartels, and safeguard millions. Finally, as Deputy Director, you stand second in command, the steady hand guiding daily operations, while the Director focuses outward. Crisis rooms light up at all hours with unfolding threats, active shooters, cyber blackouts, or election interference probes. You coordinate with the White House, manage massive resource shifts during national emergencies, and ensure the Bureau's integrity amid relentless scrutiny. The burden is immense. One misstep could shake public faith in justice itself. But so is the honor. Protecting the Constitution at the highest level, and at the absolute apex, you are the Director of the FBI. Sworn in after Senate confirmation, you lead the entire Bureau from a historic office steeped in legacy. Mornings begin with the President's daily brief. Afternoons involve shaping America's security posture on the world stage. And nights are spent pondering threats that could redefine history. You testify in historic hearings, reform the institution for future generations, and bear the ultimate responsibility for every agent in the field. The job transcends a career. It becomes a solemn vow to uphold justice, no matter the personal cost. From the nervous trainee in Quantico to this seat of immense power, your life has been a relentless ascent through shadows, sacrifice, and unwavering service. This is what it means to live every level in the FBI,